Right, one of my favorite people is back in studio with us, Mukhatshelwa or Katchie. First came onto Morning Live when she was returning from her Cape to Cairo trip using only public transport. And as they say, once the bug bites, you know what happens next. A few days ago, she returned from the Breaking Borders adventure across our continent, and we invited her back to tell us about this adventure again. Look at you, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so how many countries have you done now during this trip?
This trip I did 21, but there were 2 countries that I was repeating. So altogether it's 19.
So you've done another 19. So far out of all the countries in Africa,
I've done 34 African countries so far.
34.
By myself.
Wow, all by yourself, 34 African countries, and primarily using public transport.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Okay, so let's start off now. We spoke about your last trip.
Yes.
How many did you do in the last trip?
The last trip was 15.
15, so this one you actually did a lot more. I mean, 21.
This time I did a lot more, and it was worse because West Africa is more francophone.
Yes.
And I knew not a single word of French.
Oh.
But I came back speaking French.
So you've learned French now?
Oh, yeah.
You've had to. You had no option.
Parler français, petit, petit.
I wish I could speak with you, but I can't. So now, the whole idea is to begin this trip and start off with public transport. But
yes.
I mean, to get to where you were, West Africa, how? I mean...
I attempted using public transport.
Okay.
It was very, very dangerous. There is no infrastructure for tourism at all. There is no public transport at all. So there was a bit of hiking that had to be done as well because there was no any other way to go.
Sure. So you actually hiked in certain places from... Did you hike across borders at all?
Yeah.
You did?
I did.
Which borders?
Whoa, I can't even remember
at
the top of my head. Guinea-Conakry into Sierra Leone, for instance.
So you hiked across that border.
you just hike across because...
And how are you received? I remember the last time we spoke and you said that people are incredible. There's just this wrong perception out there. People they take you in, you sleep in people's houses and...
And it was no different this time. This time the only difference was they spoke French and I spoke English, or they spoke Portuguese and I spoke English.
Yeah.
But we spoke and we communicated and sign language came in handy and we made it work.
Yeah. How do you get by though? Because this takes money.
For Breaking Borders, I was sponsored by Sameka Capital Holdings.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's a company here in Joburg.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do have a little bit of support when you're out there, because it is not that simple.
No, West Africa is not for the faint-hearted at all.
No, I'm sure not. I mean, where did you find sort of some of you felt a little bit uncomfortable. Did you at all feel a bit uncomfortable?
I never really felt uncomfortable at all. The moment where I felt uncomfortable would be when I was like at a bus station and they wanted to charge me like triple the normal price because I spoke English.
Yeah.
And then the other English speakers came out and then they just started fighting the taxi drivers to say, no, you can't scam her. She's an African like all of us. And then they'll turn around and be like, where are you from? I'm like, South Africa. They're like, yeah, she's an African like all of us.
Come on.
Yeah, so,
give her the African price.
I never really felt unsafe or uncomfortable at all.
That's so nice to hear, because a lot of people feel a little bit nervous and think, I don't know how safe it is to do that. What about passport issues, visas, things like that?
Well, I needed a lot of visas, a lot. Most of West Africa, you need a visa on a South African passport. And I had to apply. There were certain visas that I applied for while I was still at home because you have to apply for them from your country of residence. But I was applying for the visas as I went along.
Yeah.
So,
okay. And you found that okay to do, so it wasn't too difficult for you?
No, it was not difficult at all.
So you finished a 52-page passport?
Yes, I did, because I had to get a maxi passport this time. So all those stamps and the visas, they took up everything.
I love it. So you've got a website, and I know I'm busy looking at it, but you've got to update it, you know that?
Yes, I do. I didn't have good internet when I was traveling, so everything is literally just waiting to be uploaded. It's waiting to be uploaded, because I'm looking here.
Already. You've blown it away now, because I mean here I think you'd only done, who knows, about 15 or 19 countries. You've got a lot more to add to that.
Yes, I got loads to add.
So it's travelwithkatchie.com.
Yes.
Get onto this website, have a look at it. Next year you have a plan.
Yes, there's a plan.
I mean, I'm not even letting you catch a breath, and I want to know what it is.
I haven't even caught a breath, and here I am.
Okay, so I'm going to have to get you back next year to hear about what you're going to be doing.
Fantastic.
And we'll read this website, load it up as soon as possible, please.
Yes, I will do that.
Good, Katchie.
So when everybody comes back from their December holiday, everything will be up and ready.
You're a star. Well done.
Thank you so
Welcome
much.
back.
Thank you.
And can't wait to hear about your next adventures and read about them on your website. So Katchie, always coming and visiting us. She's an incredible young lady who just decides to travel through Africa. So far, 34 out of 54. We're trying to get to 54 out of 54. Let's take a break. Shop after this.